Today we're taking photos with the Sony a6100 and the Viltrox 35mm. Let's get right into it. Now I wanted to mention this camera is not perfect because it actually came probably half the price that it should be, and so I got it for around $300, and that's because the LCD screen does not work on this, so everything has to be used through the viewfinder. So that means if I want to access the menus, I have to look through here to adjust all that, and I was willing to make that compromise for 50% off. Also, the buttons on the back, the down button here, that sticks sometimes, so there's that. The flash doesn't work. The button doesn't work and this doesn't come up. So minus all those flaws, I got this camera 50% off, which I think is a really good deal. As for the lens, this is a cheaper lens that Viltrox makes for APS-C cameras, which means they have a 1.5 crop. So since this has an E on it, this is for Sony. If it had an FE, it would be a full frame lens, but this is a lens that is automatic with focus. It is f1.7, so you get that nice bokeh. So far, I'm super impressed with what this can do. I think this is a great camera combo. Camera and lens. I'm really impressed so far. So as for the settings right now, I like to shoot on aperture priority mode, which is A, and I also shoot on auto. I'm not against that because if I honestly don't know how a scene should look with the shutter speed, the aperture, ISO, and all that, I just flip that on. So for example, I took pictures of the clouds up above. I wasn't sure what aperture they recommended, and so I just let the camera do it. It still shoots in raw photos, so I can edit it however, but I think that is a super neat tool. If you really don't know what you're doing, just shoot in auto, look at the settings, and then you can go from there. When it comes to taking portraits though, I like to shoot in aperture priority mode because I really like using that 1.7 aperture. And then the camera does the rest. Let me know what you think of the photos down below. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.